Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a comparison of two smartphones below the 30,000 price segment in India. We have the OnePlus Nord launched recently in India, and the pricing starts at 25,000 and goes up to 29,999, that's 30,000 rupees. And we also have the Realme X3. It's not the super zoom variant, but it's a regular X3, and this pricing starts at 24,999 and goes up to 25,999 for the 8GB RAM variant. So we're going to do a detailed comparison. We have done a comparison of these two devices in terms of speed test, and also we have done a camera comparison. So in this video we'll be doing the complete comparison and deciding which device to buy. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's get started with the detailed comparison. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now if you look at the design of these two devices, one thing you notice that both are similar in terms of the camera placement, back panel design. Almost everything looks same in terms of the looks. Now the front panel, again both are quite similar, both have the dual selfie camera. Now only difference here is that the OnePlus Nord has a smaller footprint because of the smaller screen size, and the Realme X3 is slightly thicker and bigger display. So here again it's more of a comfort factor. If you want a smaller display, if you want to hold if you want a bit more compact device, then the OnePlus Nord is a better choice. But if you are a person who wants bigger display in terms of media consumption, then the Realme X3 offers slightly bigger display. Now next, the build quality. Now one thing to notice that both the devices have glass finishing and actually feels quite good. Now the glass finishing on the Realme X3 feels slightly more premium. Actually it's a matte finish kind of glass, it feels slightly more premium, but again the OnePlus Nord is also equally good in terms of the back panel glass finishing. Now the important thing is that both the devices have plastic frame, so durability wise it may not be as durable as the metal frame. So both the devices have plastic frame and both have Gorilla Glass protection for the display. Now next, let's move on to the display. Now here there is a clear differences between these two devices. OnePlus Nord has an AMOLED display. Now this is a 90Hz AMOLED panel which feels really good. Now we have a Realme X3 with IPS LCD panel and a 120Hz refresh rate. Now when we reviewed the Realme X3, we mentioned that the display panel is one of the weakest aspects of the Realme X3. It's not that 25K you need an AMOLED display, you can have an IPS LCD panel, but this particular panel on the Realme X3 is kind of average, is what we feel based on our usage. And even though it has 120Hz compared to the 90Hz on the OnePlus Nord, the display definitely is better on the OnePlus Nord. No doubts on the display, the OnePlus Nord is the winner in terms of display panel. AMOLED panel and 90Hz gives it a good feel altogether. So that is the display aspect. Now both are protected by Gorilla Glass. Now next is the software. So when we talk about OnePlus devices, one of the important aspects that comes to mind is Oxygen OS. So Oxygen OS is definitely a great OS in terms of the looks, the features being offered. So definitely it works really well. Now Oxygen OS is one of the smoothest and considered as one of the best Android skins available on an Android smartphone. So OnePlus Nord has Oxygen OS, so it's again very smooth experience and gives good features as well. Now Realme's UI. So initially when Realme launched devices, they were using Oppo's ColorOS. Now they have their own Realme's UI, Realme UI 1.0. It's not too different from ColorOS, but still we would say Realme has done a really good job in bringing a UI which is really optimized, which is actually comparable with the OnePlus Oxygen OS. I'm not saying that Realme UI is exact same as the OnePlus Oxygen OS, that's not what I meant. What I meant is that Realme's UI has been really optimized. We have been doing speed tests with Realme's different phones, and one thing to note is that the memory management is really good. Now overall if you look at the features being offered also, both are quite good and both offer really good features. But if you ask me to pick one UI out of these, probably our pick would be the Oxygen OS. Now next is the performance. So this is one area where we have a clear winner without doubt, the Realme X3. Now the Realme X3 has Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 plus octa-core processor, while we have a 765G octa-core processor on the OnePlus Nord. Now 765G is a good chipset, but it is no competition to the 855 Plus, which is a flagship chipset. Even though it's from the last year, it's a flagship processor, and on top of that you have UFS 3.0 on the Realme X3, while we have UFS 2.1 on the OnePlus Nord. So clearly the winner is Realme X3 in terms of performance. Even if you are looking for gaming, the Realme X3 is the undisputed champion in this price segment with great performance. And the OnePlus Nord is not a gamer smartphone because you don't get additional options in the gaming, and it's not as powerful as the Realme X3. So in terms of performance, there is a clear winner, and that's the Realme X3. Now fingerprint scanner and face unlock both are quite good. The fingerprint was equally good on both the devices. We have a side mounted fingerprint scanner, while we have in-display fingerprint scanner on the OnePlus Nord. Now face unlock, we felt Realme's face unlock was a tad faster than the OnePlus Nord. Now next, call quality and other aspects, speaker volume. So Realme's call quality was pretty good, and no issues whatsoever. It supports 4G VoLTE. Now the OnePlus Nord actually has 5G because the 765G is 5G supported, but then 5G is not coming to India anytime soon. It will at least take 2 years to have the proper rollout. So only then you can use actually the 5G, and we are not really sure which band 5G is India going to use. So again, that is one thing which we don't have any clarity. So as of now, we would say 5G is kind of useless. Having 5G support on a smartphone is kind of useless. So in terms of call quality and other aspects, we feel both were quite good. And speaker performance, again, both were kind of okayish performance, not really the best out there, but quite similar in terms of the overall sound output. Now next, moving on to the cameras. So we have a quad camera setup on both the phones. We have a 64 megapixel shooter on the Realme X3, while it's a 48 megapixel sensor on the OnePlus Nord. We have a dual selfie camera for both the devices. Now we have done a detailed camera review and comparison of these two devices, so you can check out that video to see how the camera performance is. Now both the devices did perform pretty well in terms of the daylight shots. OnePlus Nord had slightly better colors, while the Realme X3 had slightly better sharpness levels. Now one differentiating aspect between these two devices is the night or the low light performance, where the OnePlus Nord was the clear winner. Now another area where the Realme X3 wins is the telephoto lens, which is not available on the OnePlus Nord. So again, it's more or less your choice based on what you want. But probably in our comparison, we found that the OnePlus Nord was a tad better than the Realme X3 in terms of the overall camera performance, especially the selfie camera, the 4K at 60 FPS for the front camera, then low light performance, and overall decent performance of the rear camera. So in terms of camera performance, probably our choice would be the OnePlus Nord. Now finally, the battery life. So we have a 4200 mAh capacity battery on the the Realme X3, while we have slightly lower capacity at 4115 on the OnePlus Nord. Now both the devices have 30 watt charging, which is quite similar because both are from both are proprietary charging. One is the Dart 30 charging, while one is the 30T warp charging. Now charging wise and battery performance wise, we felt both didn't have any major difference. Both could get us around 4 to 5 hours of screen on time. That's kind of okayish performance for both the phones. So that is a detailed comparison of these two devices. Now which one should you buy if you are looking for a smartphone below the 30,000 price segment in India? Now based on our comparison, we can't really say one is better than the other, because the Realme X3 has its own good aspects. It actually has a really powerful processor, and if you're looking for gaming, extremely powerful options, then the Realme X3 makes sense. But having said that, if you're more into watching multimedia and watching movies, then you need a good display, and also the camera, if that's your priority, then we would suggest you to go with the OnePlus Nord. So based on what is your preference, if it is performance and gaming, then go for the Realme X3. But if you want a better camera and better display performance, then go with the OnePlus Nord. So hope this clarifies your doubts regarding the OnePlus Nord versus Realme X3. Now again, we don't have the Realme X3 Super Zoom with us. This is the regular Realme X3. So based on whatever testing we had done, that's the conclusion we could arrive, because it's very difficult to choose one device because each of these devices have their own pros and cons. So that's the detailed comparison of the Realme X3 with the OnePlus Nord. So hope this video was useful. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.